In the realm of dreams, where gods may speak, whispering messages to those who seek, we delve into depths profound and vast, where truth entwines with shadows cast. Could it be that dreams, in their mysterious way, are divine communiques sent our way? A sacred language, symbols and signs, unveiling secrets from ethereal shrines? To the deepest depths of our being we dive, where reality shifts and dreams come alive. An enigmatic dance, both wild and serene, with emotions profound, vivid and keen. In dreams, intensity reigns supreme. A kaleidoscope of emotions it may seem, terrifying and uplifting hand in hand, a surreal canvas where we freely expand. Why dismiss these visions, deemed mere illusions, when they grant us chances, untold profusions, to confront our fears without earthly chains, to conquer grief and release its pains? Oh dear dreamer, face them with open eyes, for they are portals veiled in disguise to a realm within, unknown and unclear, where dormant truths await crystal clear. In dreams, we practice affluence untold, experiencing a life both new and old, a playground of our deepest desires, where we unravel and ignite creative fires. So embrace the dreams that guide your way. Let them shape and color each passing day. For in their realm, a gift they bestow, a mirror to the self and a chance to grow. For dreams are more than just fleeting notions. They're sacred whispers, profound emotions, an invitation to explore the unseen, to embrace the enigma, the extraordinary dream. Listen closely, let the God's message unfold. In the tapestry of dreams, precious and bold, for they hold the keys to our soul's gate, guiding us towards our destined fate. So cherish these visions, both vivid and rare, a celestial language beyond compare. Unlock the depths, release the fear. In dreams we find wisdom that draws near. Dreams, unveiling hidden wisdom. Personally, I haven't always had a great relationship with dreams, if I'm being completely honest. When I was younger, I had this really recurring dream that was quite consistent and quite intense for... It must have lasted at least a year. And whilst the dream wasn't always exactly the same, the theme was the same. I was always being chased and someone was always wielding a big fat knife. And initially, I was always running as fast as I could, trying to get away. There'd be times where I'd wake up from the attacker having caught me. And there'd be times where I'd wake up from, I don't know, maybe jumping out of a window or something like that, or tripping over whilst being chased. And it troubled me, I'll be real. Like, it was something that I struggled with for a long period of time until I spoke to my godmother about it. And she is somebody that has always had a really open mind, and somebody that has always, in my life anyway, expanded my mind to new ideas and new ways of seeing things. And she proposed this idea to me that every time before I go to bed, I consciously think and decide that whatever it is that I encounter in my dreams, I am going to face. I'm going to confront fearlessly, knowing that first and foremost, I'm in a dream state. And this is a place for me to exercise with the emotion of fear, so to speak. So I did that. Every night before bed, I sat there and thought to myself, right, I'm going to look you in the eye and you're going to have to kill me. You're going to have to hurt me. You're going to have to fight me in order to get what you want, because I refuse to run. I'm not running anymore. And lo and behold, what? I can't remember exactly how long it took me, but not long after that, I overcame it. I stopped having that dream because I had it maybe a few times where I confronted the person and I didn't get chased anymore. I was no longer being chased. I fought off the attacker, so to speak. And then, believe it or not, that dream stopped. I haven't had a dream of that ilk in years. And that experience really, really opened my eyes to the power of dreams and really made me start to question, what are they? Because I personally don't believe that there's something that we should just cast aside as if they don't really mean anything. I personally have been raised with different ideas of what dreams are. The initial idea being something that doesn't really ring true to me anymore. And it was simply that dreams never come true. Whilst I believe that to an extent, this isn't really the point of the idea that I want to get across. Because since then, as I've gotten older, I've always found it curious. I've always been curious as to what people's experiences are with their dreams. Do they have recurring dreams? Do they have recurring bad dreams, recurring good dreams? Are they able to be in control in their dreams, so on and so forth? And thus far, I've never met two people with the same answer. I've never met two people with the same experience. And I think that's testament to how unique we all are as individual human beings, right? The collection of experiences that create who we are never going to be found in two of the same people, even if they're twins, for example. And on occasion, I've known and understand, and I understand from personal experience, people to take actions to prevent themselves from having dreams. And I myself have indulged in such practices as somebody who has smoked weed a fair bit throughout their life. It was always something that I could use and know that, well, if I'm high or have THC in my system as I go to sleep, then I'm not going to dream. And sometimes that was very comforting when I was terrified, quite frankly, of the dreams that I might encounter. So that became almost like a coping mechanism for me for dreams. And I've since then encountered people with similar experiences that use different methods in order to prevent themselves from having dreams. However, in the last year or so, as my relationship with my one vice, which is marijuana, has matured quite significantly, I've almost found myself becoming addicted to dreams as if they are a drug in and of itself. And to be quite frank, I found it extremely empowering. I found it extremely uplifting. I now wake up like today, which is why I decided to speak about dreams today. I find myself sometimes waking up and fighting to remember the dream that I just had, because I believe that there's so much that we can take from each and every dream. Each and every dream, I personally believe, is a message of sorts sent from ourselves to ourselves, or depending on what you believe in, maybe from a God to yourself, in order to communicate something very important to you that you must decipher in order to break free of something you are currently experiencing, or in order to be prepared for something you may experience in the near future. I believe they offer a beautiful, consequence-free realm for us to explore our own minds and our own decision-making, our own forms of decision-making. And I like to think that, I like to think that they have a lot more power than we give them credit for. Like, I'm somebody who dreams a lot about the people that I encounter and the people around me. I find it very easy now, after what I guess you could say years of practice, even though I've had spells of deliberately avoiding dreams using substances. After spending years of practice, I can now quite easily be in the cockpit, so to speak, in the driving seat in my dream, and be somewhat conscious in the experience and make decisions in that experience. And with that said, I often encounter people that I encounter in real life on a regular basis. And I feel like it offers me great opportunity to maybe see things that I missed in communication with them, because I'm somebody who's very big on observation. Like, if you're in communication with somebody, you should be essentially studying them. You shouldn't be worrying about what you want to say next. You should be focused on them, and then the best thing that you could say next usually comes out. Anyway. And recently, in particular, I've been somewhat using them as, like I just alluded to, a way to explore in greater depths the relationships that I'm creating with new friendships, whatever you want to call them. And I feel like it's something that if we all embraced and we all took stock in, it would, one, make for great conversation, right? Like, because no one can be judged for what you've dreamt. You can't judge somebody for a dream that they've had. You don't really have that. Whilst I believe you can get to a point where you have an element of control in the decisions that you make during your dreams, I don't really believe we can control what we dream. So that has the potential to make for great conversation, right? And then at the same time, like, having spoken to people that fear their dreams, I can understand why you'd run from them. I can understand why people run from dreams on a regular basis. I've done it myself in my time. But I feel like it's a powerful tool. It's a powerful tool that if we really appreciate and respect as a tool, treat like a sword, and treat sleep like our whetstone that we use to sharpen our sword, they can serve us, man. I genuinely believe that they can greatly, greatly serve us. And I look forward to getting more disciplined with my dreams and being more, being more vigilant and extracting more and more detail and more information from them as time goes on, and developing the practice of doing so, because that in and of itself isn't easy. Like I alluded to, I forgot a dream this morning, and I literally lied in bed for about 45 minutes trying to remember it, when if I had just rolled over, flicked my lamp on, got the notepad out and jotted down what happened in the dream straight after, I would have been fine. But yeah, man, think about your dreams, man. Don't run from them either, because I know they can be scary. But beyond that fear, or beyond fear in general, right, and just in life, there's usually greener pastures. The fear is usually the door to something greater. So embrace it, face it head on, look it in the eyes, and make it a bitch. If you made it this far, thank you very much. That's quite a long one, and I shall see you tomorrow.